The theme of this session is Assessment and Impact of Post-Harvest Losses and Food Waste. It will be chaired by Dr. K.K. Singh and co-chaired by Mr. Sujan Pradhan from Bhutan. Our reporters, Dr. Rajesh Karma and Dr. S. Mangraj. I request Dr. Rajesh Karma and Dr. S. Mangraj to be in the session and take the notes. And now I request Dr. K.K. Singh, Vice Chancellor, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel University of Agriculture and Technology, Meerut, to come and take the chair. Dr. Sujan Pradhan, Chief Post-Production Officer and National Post-Harvest Center, Bhutan. Now I request the keynote speakers and other panelists to come and take the chair. First of all, I request Dr. S.N. Jha, DDG Agricultural Engineering, to come and take the chair. He will be the keynote speaker for this session. And our panelists are Mr. Karma Dorji, Deputy Chief Post-Production Officer, National Post-Harvest Center, Bhutan. Mr. Karma to come and take the seat. Dr. Muhammad Mustafizar Rahman from Bangladesh. We are expecting Mr. Pawan Agarwal to be with us shortly. He has messaged me that he is. You have come, sir? Yes, sir. I am so great. Please come, sir, and have a seat. Miss Ruchika Singh is not able to come. She will be filled with Miss Rituja Basu. Rituja, please come. Dr. Muhammad Rustam Ali, please come to the dais. Before we begin the technical discussions, let me introduce the session chair and co-chair to the audience. The session is chaired by Dr. K.K. Singh, Vice Chancellor, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel University of Agriculture and Technology. Dr. K.K. Singh, and his full name is Dr. Krishna Kumar Singh. He started his career as Assistant Professor at Rajendra Agriculture University, Pusa, Bihar in 1985. And thereafter joined Central Institute of Agricultural Engineering, Bhopal as scientist in 1986 and worked at different scientific positions until April 2007. Thereafter he served at various research management positions of Head Food Grains and Oilseed Processing Division at Central Institute of Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology, Ludhiana from April 2007 to February 2010. Assistant Director General Process Engineering at ICAR Headquarters, New Delhi from February 2010 to September 2014, as Director ICAR Central Institute of Agricultural Engineering, Bhopal from September 2014 to April 2019. Member Agricultural Scientist Recruitment Board, Department of Agricultural Research and Education from April 2019 to April 2022, and finally joined as Vice Chancellor of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel University of Agriculture and Technology, Meerut on September 26, 2022. Dr. Singh authored more than 100 research papers and a popular textbook entitled Unit Operations of Agricultural Processing. He has been recipient of several prestigious awards and honors such as Rafi Ahmed Kidwai Award, Jawaharlal Nehru Award, Fellowships of the National Academy of Agricultural Sciences, Recognition Award of the NAS and Fellowship of the Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers. He was awarded postdoctoral fellowship visiting scientist in 2000 by the North Dakota State University, USA. He completed the management program on leadership for the 21st century organized by Harvard University, USA. I think he needs a big applause. A round of applause for him. Now next is our co-chair is Mr. Sujan Pradhan. He completed his B.Tech in Mechanical Engineering at the prestigious National Institute of Technology in Durgapur, West Bengal. Since 2011, Sujan has been contributing his expertise and commitment to the National Post-Harvest Center, which falls under the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock, Bhutan. His career has been marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence in the field of agriculture, where he plays a vital role in enhancing post-harvest practices and ensuring the quality of agricultural produce. Sujan Pradhan's work underscores his commitment to the betterment of the agricultural sector and the nation as a whole. I think he also needs a big applause from the audience. His talk. And I missed taking my sketch of Dr. S.N. Jha, but I know him very well and I can introduce him. and I think most of the participants also know him very well. Over to Dr. K.K. Singh, please.
So we are going to have first technical session on assessment and impact of post-harvest losses and food waste. Hopefully the session is going to be quite interesting and lively. At the outset, I welcome Dr. S.N. Shah, keynote speaker, and my co-chair, Dr. Pradhan, co-panelists, and all the delegates in this technical session. I will not talk about importance of post-harvest losses, food waste, food losses, and data, because a lot has been talked in the inaugural session and even in previous session. So everybody is aware what is the importance of food losses, food waste, and people are aware about the data also. So I will straightway go to request Dr. S.N. Jha for making presentation. Before that, I would like to inform you that 2 systematic and scientific studies were conducted on the assessment of post-harvest losses. The first report in India, first report was submitted sometimes in 2010, and subsequent report was submitted in 2014. So the methodology was developed, and Dr. Anil Rai sitting here, he was instrumental in developing methodology for the first study, and with little bit improvement, the methodology for second study was developed. The methodology has been developed in other countries also, and lot of data has been reported by other countries on food losses and food waste. But there is little bit variation in the methodology. So we need to reconcile the methodology, we need to standardize the methodology so that uniform data is reported from all the countries. So here on food wastage, actually no systematic study has been developed in India on food wastage, except one study I remember. About 15 years ago, University of Agriculture Sciences, Bangalore reported studies on food wastage in wedding parties. Actually in India, our system is food wastage system, our trend is a bit different from other countries. In wedding parties, lot of people are invited, sometimes 1,000 people are invited, and sometimes 60-70% people turn up. So a lot of food wastage is there in wedding parties, restaurants, hostel messes, apart from household, retailers, and food services losses, food wastage. So trend is in India is a bit different. So we need to consider all those things. So I will not talk much, and I will, if anything I have to add, I'll add in between the presentation at the end. So before making Dr. Jha, request to Dr. Jha, I would like to tell you that in India there are many NGOs working on reduction of food losses. They collect the food from the wedding party, leftover foods from the wedding parties, and they take it to the needy persons, poor people. 5-6 NGOs are working, and they are working very successfully. Maybe some representatives of those NGOs might be available, might be present here also in the hall. I don't know, but we'll have discussion at the end. And I request Dr. Jha to make presentation, keynote presentation.
Dr. Jha was also a fellow to Japan, and where he did a lot of work on non-destructive evaluation. He has also authored a few books, and one book is important, which is on non-destructive methods. And in ICAR, he joined, first of all, his career started with the Rajendra Agriculture University, and subsequently in 1992, he joined Indian Council of Agricultural Research. He worked at National Dairy Research Institute, Karnal for a few years, moved to Central Institute of Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology, Ludhiana, and finally as ADG, and then he has become DDG in the Indian Council of Agricultural Engineering headquarters. And I have known him to be a very committed professional.
Thank you to Mr. Chairman of the panelists. This is an important session. The morning opening session, there are a question on methodology and considerations. So India is having now 3 studies done already, and probably whole world it is the first who have conducted so extensively on methodology development experiments and also the study, loss of study of different agri commodities, not only fruits and vegetables, cereals per se, but also livestock products. So next slide, the background I will tell that actually first time this work was noticed by none but our Parliamentary Standing Committee on Agriculture. The Government of India's Parliamentary Committee interested to the ICAR to have a study that what is the actual loss of post-harvest. Post-harvest loss include everything, that is maybe food loss and grain loss or waste, whatever we say, but waste here it is not there, we will go through. Second study again, Ministry of Food Processing Industries in 2012 given us again to see the same repetition study, same methodology and with the same crop, same region, same states, so that what is the status of losses that were given and report were submitted in 2014 draft and May 2015. First report was developed in 2005-7, but it was approved by the Parliament in 2012 and it was published in 2012. And second report came in public in 2015. Third study most recently were given by the Ministry of Food Processing Industry to the NABCON. NABCON is a subsidiary company of NABARD, National Agriculture Development Bank. So the NABCON has conducted third study in 2021 and 22 they have submitted the report. In 2020 because of the COVID the study was literally hampered. So 21 and 22 report came. So we have three, and in the third study there are 54 commodities included. First or second only 45, but third it was 54 commodities.
On assessment of post-harvest losses, and beauty of this study is that loss assessment has been done at each and every post-harvest operations, and as Dr. Shah mentioned that it is a robust methodology because it includes inquiry based on farmers' perception, experience, and systematic experimental study in the 5 meter by 5 meter area. So both have been combined to get final assessment of post-harvest losses. And but the study do not include few things like as he mentioned that in case of cauliflower, the prices in the market went down and farmers did not harvest the crop. Similar thing happens frequently in case of tomato and other perishable commodities. Prices go very low and farmers do not harvest the crop. So we do not include it in the post-harvest losses. And also, though this is not post-harvest operation, but insect and pest losses of the crop in the field, though it is not post-harvest, but sizable portion of losses occur in the field when crop is damaged due to insect and pest attack. And many other things are not included here, but the now session is open for the discussion. If you have any question, we can take couple of quick questions, remarks on each presentation, then we can go for presentation of panelists.
Consider the total production data of particular that year, and that is a weighted mean has only been taken.
All crops?
Crop to crop, not for a particular crop to crop. Weighted mean
Categories of crops.
category, particularly for guava, we have taken the guava production and then weighted mean of that guava production, considering the total production of guava of both the season and for a particular year has been taken into consideration.
May I add one more thing there? You see, the point is this, can you do one more addition, which is take fruits as a totality, like cereals is group. So a group of vegetables is a group of fruit. If you could give that, it would give us I think a better idea of progress.
Fruit to fruit comparison is different. That you can see, that production of data, for example, apple production data, apple loss, apple nature, production area and guava, we cannot compare because both are totally different systems. So separately we have to. We cannot see the percentage, we can calculate only for a particular kind of fruit production and then what is the percent loss, total amount and percentage between. And second question, what was the second question?
It was about have you included post losses caused by rotting of fruit or vegetables?
Because the storage at the mandi level, at the retailer level, that has been taken into consideration. Whatever actually retailer or mandi people, they sell the things and whatever is left over, they again store in their store nearby. So whatever that they have sold, that have sold, but storage loss have taken into account.
So can I add? Being done is we have also taken into consideration that how much percentage of commodity moves at the different levels. How much is stored at the mandi, how much it goes to the mandi, how much it goes to the retailers, how much it goes to the household, retained at household level. So different levels, percentage movement of the commodity is also taken in the weightage when you have calculated the weightage. Otherwise, weightage will be, percentage will be very high or low. So that also taken into consideration while development of methodology. Thank you.
So can we move the next scope?
Dr. Jha, I appreciate and very commendable job done by you in post-harvest losses. I don't have any question, I just have a suggestion. What we know and find that most of the losses do take place at farm level, where the farmers store about 60 to 70% of their produce for food, feed and seed. We need to help them in addition to skill development by improving their infrastructure at farm level. We should introduce some good schemes at the government level so that the farmers level losses are minimized.
For infrastructure development at the farmers level, not only farmer level, the small that ready wala and whoever is street vendors. So they are getting the good loan facility, good financial help from the government. So they are improving their infrastructure. So further we expect that in few years losses will be further reduced. And we will conduct it and we will come to know that what are the effect of these schemes, government of India schemes after a few years.
Mr. Karma Dorji is an accomplished agricultural scientist with a bachelor's degree in horticulture from Pune, India. Since 2010, he has been a pivotal figure at the National Post-Harvest Center in Bhutan, rising to the position of Deputy Chief Post-Production Officer. His expertise in post-harvest physiology has revolutionized operations, greatly benefiting agricultural output. In 2018, he completed Masters in Food Science from Kestat University, Thailand, further enhancing his contributions to the field. His insights and strategies continue to drive advancements in agricultural post-production.
I'm from Bhutan and I'll be presenting on behalf of Bhutan. So we are 3 participants from Bhutan. I'm Mr. Karma, and I have 2 other colleagues from Bhutan. So I'll be presenting the food loss and waste in Bhutan, country perspective. So my presentation doesn't contain much of technical thing, but I'll present the current status and scenario, what's the present post-harvest status in Bhutan, and what are the things, challenges, what are the systems that is available in Bhutan in terms of post-harvest and food loss. To begin with the presentation, so I'll just briefly introduce about the agriculture scenario in Bhutan. So we are, as you all might be aware, we are a very small country just located to the northeast of India with a just population of just 0.7 million. That's a very small population. That food loss and waste have significant implications for Bhutan and the people of Bhutan. So we are also concerned that food and the crops are getting lost even after investing so much resources and inputs, but food is getting lost during the post-harvest stages. So we face critical challenges related to food security, sustainability and economic stability. Our topography ranges from fertile valleys in the south and other parts of Bhutan to steep mountains. The current post-harvest situation in Bhutan is that we have National Post-Harvest Center located in Paro, Bhutan. There are so many factors that is responsible for causing food losses in different parts of the world. In the high-level officials, the policymakers are not aware that post-harvest, if not important, it's as important as the production part. Much of the importance is given to the production part of the agriculture industry in Bhutan because impact on the economy directly, it reduces income for the producers such as farmers, then increased cost along the supply chain. Then impact on the environment, as we are already aware, it produces this food losses causes a lot of greenhouse gas emissions that is harmful to the environment. The data may not be as advanced, or the study methodologies may not have followed the best practices because of the limited. First of all, we do not have the budget as mentioned to move around the country and collect the data systematically. Got from Food and Agriculture Organization's leaflet and also Rural Development Administration South Korea's that booklet. Bhutan, so because of lack of technology, we also face a lot of post-harvest issues. So these are some of the pictures. There's no proper. We have few cold storage facilities coming up, but we do not have so many to keep produce of all the farmers. In the storage period, especially for maize, because the insect attack, the pest and insect attack happens during the storage period, and a very high percentage of maize losses happen during the storage period. So these are the chilies getting rotten in Bhutan because of not being able to sell on time. There's no market for chili, so it has been very difficult. This is the picture from 2020. There was no market. The borders were closed, and there was no facility to store these things. So chili, one of the main vegetables that is used in Bhutan, but even it was not able to consume within Bhutan, and all these things, because of lack of facilities, all this rotting and damages happens. So poor handling of mandarin fruits, for example, we also do not have much knowledge on how to handle crops. Proper handling of post-harvest handling of crops has always been a challenge among the farmers and stakeholders. We do train some people on how to handle it carefully so that they can minimize the losses, but still there's a lot of such practices being followed. And this is also the rotting of cabbages that happened in 2020. There was no market and there's no facility to store all this bulk amount of cabbages, so it was stored in a temporary shed constructed out of tarpaulin sheets, and because of the longer duration that it has to be kept there was no proper market linkages, no facility to store it, so all this got rotten and had to be dumped. So what are some of the government initiatives and policies to prevent food loss and prevention in Bhutan? So we collaborate with international organizations such as FAO and challenges. If there's at least little bit of post-harvest facilities in Bhutan, we could at least, the situation might improve a bit in Bhutan. So if we can adopt modern technologies in post-harvest food preservation and storage food, that's going to help then innovate in efficiency and transportation system for food, then capacity building programs to all the stakeholders involved in the agriculture value chain. So policy reforms and regulatory framework needs to be changed from the top down. Then private-public partnership initiatives could also contribute in reducing the post-harvest losses. And we could practice sustainable practices and solutions like sustainable farming techniques, such as organic farming, agroforestry, then efficient post-harvest handling and storage techniques, adoption of circular economy principles such as composting, biodigestion, recycling, then promote sustainable supply chains, education and capacity building, awareness campaigns to public, future prospects to reduce food loss and waste in Bhutan, see a potential for adoption of technology and innovation in the field of post-harvest, then by developing robust monitoring and evaluation framework for tracking food loss and waste, then partnerships with research institutions and knowledge sharing platforms, global partnerships and collaborations.
We will be making a presentation on post-harvest loss of cereal grains, fruits and vegetables in Bangladesh. Dr. Rahman was born and raised in Bangladesh. He obtained his Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Engineering from Bangladesh Agricultural University, a renowned university based on agriculture in Bangladesh. He also completed his master's degree in farm power and machinery from that university and later earned his PhD in agricultural engineering, specializing in the area of autonomous agricultural technology from Hokkaido University, Japan. As a professor at Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Agricultural University, Dr. Rahman is dedicated to nurturing the next generation of agricultural engineers. His teaching methodology prioritizes practical, hands-on learning and innovation, inspiring countless students to pursue successful careers in agriculture and engineering. Dr. Rahman is doing his research on various aspects of agricultural engineering, particularly in the context of Bangladesh. His research projects have addressed critical issues such as sustainable farming practices, precision farming, and post-harvest technologies. His findings have been published in esteemed journals, and his work has been recognized nationally and internationally.
It is located in Gazipur district near to capital city of Bangladesh, Dhaka, around 38 kilometers from this capital city. And I complete my PhD from Hokkaido University on autonomous vehicle. Now I have research interest on precision farming, agriculture machinery, robotics, image processing, as well as post-harvest technology. In Bangladesh, it is a small country in terms of size. Around 147,000 square kilometer is total area. In which 18,000 is considered for water, and the rest of 30,000 square kilometer is considered for land. We have different types of crops. So here these pies are representing the percentage of land side using for different crop in our country. So here 77% land are occupied by cereal grain. That is, in Bangladesh we get major cereal, that is rice, and also we get minor cereal, wheat and maize. And also in Bangladesh, just very small portion, a small percentage, 2.48% of land are using for food production. And in Bangladesh, we get vegetables in summer and winter. So in total, 2.79% land are occupied by vegetable production. Well, I will not talk detail about post-harvest loss. Just in post-harvest operation, we get two losses. One is quantitative loss and another is qualitative loss. That indicates the loss of money and also other loss. I will not talk detail. But in our country, why our loss are happening? So we figure out some reason. One is inadequate post-harvest activities, lack of modern technologies and machineries, inefficient marketing system. We know that losses occur from production to consumption level. I think many times it can already said. We will go to post-harvest loss of cereal in our country. So in Bangladesh, there are three rice growing seasons. One is almond, Aus and Boro. Around 45% land are occupied by almond, and when the yield was 14.9 million ton, and 38% loss are happening in our country for cereal production, that is from harvesting to milling. System also during storage, we know the pest infestation and moisture mitigation can be happen, discoloration and rotting. That is losses happening at different stages of supply chain in our country. So in producing level, the losses occurred from harvesting to storage, that is 9 to 11%, 10%. This system transporting this rice or wheat from field to our target point based on truck or manual system. And we are using post-harvest operation for that is in threshing, that we are using manual threshing system on open sun drying system as well as storing system. So we are using modern post-harvest operation of cereal grain in our country, that is bow STR dryer and armatic bag that are developed. And as you know, Bangladesh is a small country, though farmers are growing 100 types of vegetables. According to from the fiscal year 2015 to 16, when the pie chart representing the area coverage under winter and summer vegetables. So this short of picture representing the post-harvest handling of in our country at a market point as well as in the field with different stages of supply chain in Bangladesh. Around in Bangladesh, tomato production was 1.8 million ton in 2022, and if we consider the losses from grower to retailer, that was 32.9%, 9 million ton, and it losses was counted from grower to retailer 29.2%. As well as cucumber production was 0.66 million ton,